Today I will explain the code for building a Springboot MVC game leaderboard web apps which reads data from a DynamoDB table. Before you start to create a Spring project, you have to create a DynamoDB table first. Let me show you the table structure here. It has a user ID attribute as the partition key and an SK attribute as the sort key. It has a GSI, the global secondary index, which uses SK as the partition key and the top score as the sort key. And actually I have another video to describe how I designed this schema. You can find the video link here. Before you start to create the Springboot MVC project, you need to follow another video to configure the AWS CLI to create this leaderboard table. I have also put the link here. You can find the source code here. And after you run all the AWS CLI command, you will create this DynamoDB table. You can check it out, the source code, the command in the GitHub. And after you have run the command, and you will see the table in the AWS console. Okay, let's start to explain the code. I will not create the whole Springboot project from scratch. If you want to do it from the very beginning, you can go to this Spring Initializer website. It will create a startup project for you. In this website, you need to specify your own package name. And most importantly, remember to add the dependency. Since we are creating a Springboot Web MVC project, we need to add this Spring Web dependency. And after you have added dependency and fill up all the project details, and you can click the generate button and it will download a zip file. You can expand the zip file and open it with the Java IDE, the IntelliJ IDE, or you can directly go to the GitHub. I have put my source code here. Now let's walk through the source code. It is essentially a Maven project, and now show you the pom.xml file. You can see that the Springboot starter web is defined in the dependency section. I've also defined the Springboot starter tinyleaf because we use the tinyleaf template engine. And most importantly, you should remember to add the Amazon SDK, the DynamoDB enhanced client here. Otherwise, you cannot use the Java client for DynamoDB. Let's look at the project structure here. It is a MVC project. For the real part, we use tinyleaf as the template engine. And the main.html is the real part. For the controller, we have the mycontroller.java. And for the model, we have the leaderboard.java, which is a plain Java. In the application class, the leaderboard web application, which is the starting point of the application, I have initialized the DynamoDB client here. I have specified the AWS region here. Actually, I have configured the AWS CLI so that it can connect to the AWS DynamoDB table here. You can take a look at another video for the configuration of the AWS CLI. Let's look at the real part, the main.html. It is just a very simple HTML file. It uses the tinyleaf template engine. It just displays a list of results returned from the controller. You can see that it just looped through a list of player score, which is returned from the mycontroller.java, and all the top score will be displayed in an HTML table. Let's go to see the controller class, my controller.java. In the controller, I have auto-wired the DynamoDB client here, and we have 3 get mapping paths. It actually defines the path of our web application. The root path shows the leaderboard of a particular game by query the GSI, the global secondary index. And the second path, the get one path, it shows the top score of a particular game for a particular user. And finally, the player score path, it returns all the game scores of a particular user ID. All the data retrieval logic is put inside this myController.java class. Okay, let's go to see the details of the first method, the get leaderboard. In this method, we first create a hash map of attribute values. It stores the query parameter, the :v1, and we provide the game name as the parameter. It is passed from the request parameter, and we usually pass in the game name, for example FIFA or NBA, as the parameter. And then we need to build a query request here. We need to specify the table name, the leaderboard, and also the index name, the GSI, SK top score index. And you need to specify the key condition expressions, which is SK equal to :v1. And we pass in the hash map which we have defined before as the input parameter. And there is another parameter called the scan index forward. I have set it to false, so that the item is retrieved in descending order of the short key. That is the top score. And now we can use the DynamoDB client to create a response object, the query response. We get a list of map from the response object, and then we need to do a conversion of the map object to our model class, the leaderboard. You'll see that it just get the attribute from the map and then put it in a variable, and then we create a leaderboard, and finally it returned the model to the main.html. This is the first method in the controller. Let me run the application for you. I just type mvn Springboot 1. Okay, the application has been started. Now I go to the browser. I go to the default path, and we need to specify the request parameter. For example, I input the name game equal to FIFA. It should list out a list of top score for the game FIFA. Okay, it lists out the top score of the game FIFA. You can change the input parameter to NBA game. You can see that the result is different. Now let's see another get mapping, get one. This method accepts 2 request parameters, the user ID and the game name. As we want to get exactly one top score of the game, we use the original partition key and the short key, and we create a hash map of attribute value for the key condition. And this time we put the user ID and the game name into this hash map. And now we need to create a get item request. We need to put the hash map as the parameter for the key condition. And also we need to specify the table name, the leaderboard. We need to use the DynamoDB client. And this time we call the getItem method, which is different from the previous case. In the previous case, we call the DynamoDB client.query method. And this getItem method will return exactly one map. And also we need to do a conversion here. We need to convert the map into the leaderboard object. And finally, we need to call the model.attributes so that the real part, the main.html, can read this result. Okay, let's go back to the browser and I will show you the result. And this time we call get1. And we need to provide the user ID and also the game. Provide the game name Fever. It retrieves exactly one item here. One top score for the game Fever for the player C Ronaldo. Okay, let's go back to the code. To see the last mapping, the player score. This method accepts one parameter, the user ID, and it retrieves all the game score for that user ID. It uses partition key user ID to query, so we specify the attribute values, that is the query condition user ID equal to :v1, and we assign the user ID as a parameter. So we put user ID to the hash map and we create a query request. We specify the table name leaderboard, and also we need to specify the key condition expression user ID equal to :v1, and we need to put the hash map, the attribute value hash map, as the parameter. And similarly, we use the DynamoDB client. We call the query method again, and this time we return a list of object here, a list of map. Similar to the first case, we do a conversion of the map to the leaderboard object, and we put in a list, and finally it returns back to the view, to the main.html. Okay, let's go back to the browser and I run it for you. And the path is player score. I specify the user ID. I use lmessi@bossname.com. It displays a list of top score for the game for the user ID lmessi@bossname.com. Okay, let's go back to our code. You may see that we need to do the object conversion for these three methods. There's a lot of similar code for the object conversion. You may have one question. Can we have something like OR mapping in Hibernate or JPA, just like what we do in the relational database? Okay, the answer is yes, you can. I will show you how to map the table to a Java object by using the enhanced client in the next video. So please stay tuned. And I will stop here, let you to try the code. You can get the source code from GitHub. I have put the link in the video description. That's it. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.